Remittances jumped to $2.9 billion in July, the highest in 7 months. Residents in Maguindanao will be voting on a plebiscite to decide whether to split the province into two. And in sports, Roger Federer announces his retirement from competitive tennis after 24 years in the game. Fast, focused, and fearless, here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Jess De Los Santos. The Social Welfare Department will resume educational cash payout in Western Visayas tomorrow. The agency said its Western Visayas Regional Office received 26 million pesos in additional funding. Earlier this week, the regional office announced that it would suspend cash aid distribution due to lack of funds. Aside from Western Visayas, the DSWD has also augmented the budget for payouts in the Bicol region. The DSWD has tomorrow and September 24 to process and release pending educational cash payouts.
Meron po tayong karagdagang 26 million na funding na binaba na po natin sa Field Office 6 natin, o yan yung ating Region 6. At ito po ay nakikita natin sasapat para sa payout na mangyayari po bukas hanggang September 24. Ang tinataya po nating target na maaari pong maabot na beneficiaries ng pondo pong ito ay nasa 5,000 pong mga mag-aaral. So, bukod po sa Western Visayas, ito lang pong Region 5, yung ating nakita na kumbaga may offshoot po, ay lumabis na po sila. So mga regular funds na po nila yung kanilang nagagamit.
President Bongbong Marcos has placed TESDA under the supervision of the Labor Department. Marcos signed Executive Order Number 5, making TESDA an attack of DOLE. Before this, TESDA was under the supervision of the Trade Department. Labor Secretary Bienvenido Laguesma will now sit as chairperson of the TESDA board. The agency is tasked to provide technical skills training through short courses for students and workers. Now, cash remittances from Filipinos abroad hit a 7-month high in July. Shiloh Francisco with a report.
Amid the weaker peso, overseas Filipinos sent more money to their families in the Philippines. The Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas reports that personal remittances reached $3.24 billion in July. Over $2.9 billion of which are cash transfers, the highest since December 2021. Rising remittances were logged among land and sea-based overseas Filipino workers. The bulk of this came from the United States, followed by Singapore, Saudi Arabia, Japan, and the United Kingdom. Economist Sir Percival Peña Reyes says eased COVID-19 restrictions abroad is a major factor.
We are also seeing greater deployment now, no? Other countries are also recovering from this crisis, a worldwide crisis, this pandemic. There is, of course, also going to be demand for our workers, especially skilled workers. So merong demand na nag-a-attract from other countries, coming from yung ating economy.
Higher remittances are also a big help for OFW families as prices of commodities remain high.
The dollars that you have would convert more into pesos, which would give you more purchasing power. Not all households nga may ganun. Probably yung mga yon mas masasaktan talaga because of inflation. But sila, I could imagine lang, probably they wouldn't feel as much pain siguro, or did have cushion or insulation.
For ING Bank Manila senior economist Nicolas Mapa, a moderate expansion of the remittances is expected. He explained that the current high cost of living in the Philippines may be prompting overseas Filipinos to send more to their families. For now, economists call on the government to address the rising prices of commodities. Socio-Economic Planning Secretary Arsenio Balisacan says they are already working on it.
Given the fiscal space and the so many conflicting needs for development agenda, the only way we can achieve more with less is to improve the administration of our social protection programs, including the 4Ps. With that, we can be sure that those who are targeted really receive the subsidy.
Currently, 10.3 billion pesos has been allotted for cash assistance to poor families. Shaila Francisco, We Are One News.
More stories after this short break. Stay with us. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Jess De Los Santos. It's all systems go for the plebiscite scheduled in Maguindanao tomorrow. Maguindanao residents are set to vote on whether to divide the province into two, specifically between Maguindanao del Norte and Maguindanao del Sur. Maguindanao del Norte will have 12 municipalities, while Maguindanao del Sur will get 24 towns. Plebiscite voting will run from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. tomorrow. Here's a quick look at today's other top stories. The Philippine peso closed at 57.43 against the US dollar on Friday, a new all-time low. This is the sixth time that the local currency fell to a record low in 11 trading days. The Energy Department sees another round of price rollbacks for diesel and kerosene next week. Diesel and kerosene prices will likely go down by 3 pesos per liter, while gas prices could see an increase of less than a peso per liter. And tennis superstar Roger Federer is set to retire from competitive play after next week's Laver Cup in London. The 41-year-old tennis icon says his recent bout with injuries and surgeries prompted him to call it quits. Now, for more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Jess De Los Santos. We are One News.